Boy, am I sleepy. Today was definitely a sleepy day. I felt good in the morning. I was a bit tired. It was a little bit harder for me to get up. In fact, that I got up a little bit late and I washed my hair today and I couldn't blow dry it all the way. So it's been curly and frizzy all day. And then it just went with fitting it perfectly fit with my day because when I got to the center, again, greeted by, the hugs and the highs and the good mornings and love. And it feels so good. And the first thing I did is I went and did the vibe machine, and they call it shaky shaky because you stand on it. And I think I was telling you about this on my day 2. It helps with the lymphatic system, and 10 minutes on this machine is equivalent to an hour at the gym. So I like that. And so I did a couple different techniques, some stuff for my abs and a lot of like lunges and stuff on my arms. So it would be interesting to see if my abs are sore tomorrow. But that's how I started my day. And then from there, and I do have my cheat sheet because I'm telling you, the day is just action-packed and going from one thing to another, and there's so much going on and so much good stuff that you kind of lose track of when you have to like sit down and reflect back on your day what the exact order was. So I take notes, and so the first thing I did was the vibe, and then the second thing I did to start my day off with some coffee. They say it's coffee time. So I did have my enema, and then after that, and again, if you're just watching for the first time, it is organic coffee. You hold it in for 15 minutes, and I thought since the first day I could do it, and it felt pretty easy, that it would get easier, and it's just the opposite. I mean, the cramping starts up pretty quickly, and I'll look at the timer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, only 5 minutes has gone by, and then just go into my meditation and my self-talk, and knowing that it is healing me, and it's helping clear out my GI tract, and helping with the liver and get rid of all the dead cells and the debris inside my body. So I just hold on. And then after the enema, I had, where is my number 3? I had the far infrared sauna. So it stayed in the same room, and I had it done on my chest area for 20 minutes, and then she comes back in and I flip over and she does my lower left back for another 20 minutes. And I just fall asleep. And today I had some, and I've noticed lately when I go into my sleep, there's a point where I slip, and then my left side of my body like jerks. And I can't remember my dream, but it's definitely something that I'm going to mention to the therapist. She does emotional recall and a lot of, she does therapy, but she also does acupuncture. So I'm not exactly quite sure what her title is, but so I'm going to mention that to her. But I find it quite interesting that it seems to be happening every time I fall asleep there. I'm not quite sure what it is that's happening. So after the far infrared, then I went back to my chair and I had breakfast, and it was omelets today. And yes, it was the breakfast. I had omelets, which are very tasty. Gustavo is an amazing chef, and very healthy, and just it's filling. And there's always a juice and then a shot of something. After that, I had my massage, and it's probably about 20 minutes. She's working on my neck area, draining the lymph nodes, and she worked a little bit on my abdomen, so it was pretty relaxing. And she uses essential oils. I saw that she does use doTERRA, and I think she was using almond lotion. And then today she'll put lotion oil on her hands, and then she just rests it over your face, so you inhale it. Today she used cinnamon, and I eat cinnamon. There's no allergy that I know of, but right after that, actually, I had the massage and then the far infrared after that. I think that's how it was, because yes, that was my day. I had breakfast and then I had my massage and then I had the coffee enema and then I had the far infrared, because while I was sitting or laying there in the far infrared, I noticed my bottom right lip was getting very puffy on the inside. And so I just kept like playing with it. And my neck was a little bit itchy, and I don't know if you can see, I think it went away, and I was scratching it. So it looked like I broke a lot of blood vessels. So it looked worse than what it felt like, but my lip was just so big. It was like I got lip injections, but it was just on this section of my lip. And so as I was walking back to go back and get IV, my B12 or B17, start that process, I said something to my nurse, and then so she went and we asked what the oil was, and that was the only difference, was cinnamon oil that was just in her hands. I don't think it touched me, but that had to have been what I had a reaction to. And my doctor came in and he checked it out, and he wanted to give me an antihistamine, and I felt that it was going down, so I wasn't quite sure, but then I was like, we don't want it to get worse. So I decided, I was already hooked up, and I'll tell you about that. But so I decided, okay, I'll receive the antihistamine just so it doesn't get any worse. While he was talking to me, we were talking about, what I was going through, and also just what I was going to have done that day. Another doctor came up that I met, and he looked at it, and when he was walking away, he was like, I watched your video, you did a great job, thank you, keep it up. And I said, well, I'm doing this for the rest of my time. So it felt really good that somebody at the center saw it and they liked what I had to say. So before I had the needle put in, and it was Guadalupe is her name, is the nurse, and she has angel hands, and this cute young girl, and I love my nurse, her name is Brazada, and they're just all wonderful people, but that's just who I was assigned. So, but Guadalupe, she has angel hands, and it was a bigger needle this time because I was having an additional procedure. So I was like, oh, it's not gonna hurt, and it hurt, but I think my reaction was a little bit over dramatic, because it didn't hurt that bad, but it was a bigger needle because of the procedure that I was having done. So they, because it was a bigger needle, they slowed the B17 drip, and they had to stop the B17 to put, I got saline to clean it out, and then they gave me the antihistamine, and it was a pretty big vial, and I was pretty much instantly reacting, and I felt dizzy and very sleepy, and they had probably about an inch left, and I was like, can you stop it? So she stopped it, I got the saline, and then they continued the B17, but I instantly went into a nap, and hugs back, Frank. So instantly was sleeping and had a blanket, and I was like, I'm just going to relax, and was already starting to feel better. The lip went down, the rash stopped on my neck, and then from there, while I'm sitting there, they do the PEMF. It's the pulsed electromagnetic fields, and that helps wake up your cells and make them healthy again. So, and again, that's the machine that I shake to. I just find it so funny. I wish I can't use my phone when I'm on it, but I should get somebody taking a video of me, because it's just all of a sudden you'll be jerked forward. And I just think it's such an amazing feeling. So I tell her to crank it up a little bit more. So we're slowly increasing the level of intensity of the PEMF. And then from there, I went to get this new procedure that I haven't had, and it is called UVBI. And it is, I have it, the notes, where are they? So it's so interesting. What happens is they will remove so many vials of my blood, and I'm not watching because the tube is long and became red, and it just kind of it skeeves me out when I'm done receiving a treatment and the I guess the catheter is still in me, and then it starts to fill up with blood. It just freaks me out. So I didn't want to see my blood being removed from me. So luckily I was tired. So I think that was a good thing, and just kind of like slept through it. And what happens is they remove my blood, and then she pumps it with oxygen or something. She puts it through a machine, and then I receive it back again. And it says it's an ultraviolet biological irradiation. It's an ultraviolet blood irradiation therapy, also known as photooxidation therapy, photoluminescence, or extracorporeal photophoresis, like my English. I'm not a doctor. And it uses the benefits of ultraviolet light in enabling the oxidation of ozone in the blood. So that was so cool. And I sat there, and it was like an hour, and I just slept. And it was interesting because, again, the one time I go into a sleep and I don't remember my dreams, but all of a sudden I like jerked and it like woke me up. And I mean, I came off the seat, and it's just, I don't know. I want to know what's happening in my body, but all good stuff. And then I ate lunch while I was there, and I had, what did I have? Pasta, some sort of pasta with a sauce on it, and a beet juice, and then a shot of something, and water. So I had that, and I get that. How often do I get that? I think that's once a week. There goes my pen. UVBI. No, I have it twice a week. So the next time I'm going to have that is on Saturday. So I had that, and then, where am I? And then I had lunch while I was there, and then after that, I did a hyperbaric oxygen chamber again. Again, yesterday I said their acronym for it is HBO. So I'm on HBO for about, I think it's 40 minutes. And yesterday, I didn't think I did the full level. So the gauge in the tube, I'm completely covered. And there's a little clear mask. I get an oxygen mask. There's a little clear window so they can see me and I can see them. I get an oxygen mask. I feel like I'm training to be an astronaut or go scuba diving. It's really cool. It's very futuristic, I feel. And this comes into I feel like I'm just in a sci-fi film. So they have this temperature gauge, or a gauge on it, and it says KPA. And it goes up to 40, And so I thought yesterday I started to have really bad pressure in my right ear because I can't depressurize my ears, or at least I thought. So I only was able to get up to 31. And apparently that's all it went up to today. So I was trying to do hand signals, I can take more. But when I got out, and I did fall asleep in there, I'm telling you, I was sleeping all day. I said it only went up to 31. They're like, that's the max that it goes up to. So I was like, oh wow, I felt no pain at all. There was no pressure in my ears. I was able to pop them, and it was relaxing. So I'm so proud of myself that I actually did the full level yesterday, and here I didn't think I did. I like it that it's challenging myself and making me feel. It's showing me that I can overcome anything, and just if I'm afraid of something, I can talk myself through it and just keep going. So that's my message to all of you. Face your fears. Remember to do the self-love. Talk to yourself, because you can do it. We weren't created to fail, and we're very powerful balls of energy. So after the hyperbaric oxygen chamber, I have notes here. Maybe I was in it for an hour. I don't remember. After that, I had the Indiba, which is local hypothermia, and it just gets really hot. It's on a wand. She did my she did my lower back, and then she did a little bit on the middle back where I have pain on my left side, and then she did my front 2 clavicle areas. And it got pretty hot. When it gets too hot for me to handle, I just let her know, and then she doesn't let it keep increasing in temperature. But there's lotion on me, and then she's just rubbing this like wand. It feels good, and it's just, again, it's hyperthermia, but it's local. It's not the full body. After that, I had an EKG again, because my EKG that I did on the second day, there was something wrong with the machine, so I got it done again today, and I think the results look fine, but I didn't get the results. And after that, I had a meeting with my doctor, and he went over my, what did he go? He went over my my ultrasound, not the thermography, the ultrasound, and my blood work. I think my hemoglobin is pretty low. So nothing to be too concerned about, but I think I need to increase my iron. And there was a couple other things that they saw some lymph nodes, I think in my stomach area, not my stomach though. Everything, like all my organs are fine. There's just like, I think muscle, like around the muscle behind my pancreas, that was showing some activity in the lymph nodes, but he's thinking that it's just reactive lymph nodes and not metastasis. So we're gonna treat the areas where it showed up. We're gonna continue. My lungs are clear. I had my chest X-ray came back clear, so we're not gonna treat them anymore. But we are gonna continue to treat my clavicle areas, and I don't know, right below your clavicle, like deep. And then my lower back, my spine, and then my abdomen area. That's what we're going to treat. Trying to think what else. After that, yeah, I should get my I had the ultrasound. I should get my thermography results back tomorrow. I have to get, so this is what I'm bummed about. So 2 years ago, I started to look into the eating for your blood type diet. Someone informed me, it just resonated with me. And I was told by Penn that I was AB negative, which is a very rare blood type. So it made me feel extra special because it's less than 4% of people in the world have AB negative. I liked being AB negative. My results came back today as A positive. So tomorrow morning, he's going to take blood from me again and send it to the lab and have it checked. Because I'm really disappointed. I wasn't eating completely off because A's do better with a vegetarian diet, and that's pretty much what I was following. But I was eating lamb, and on the A positive, that's an avoid. For the AB negative, that was a beneficial. So I am just a little bit bummed today that I am supposedly no longer an AB negative. I'm an A positive blood type, but I will have that confirmed tomorrow. I've been having a lot of thoughts, and when I'm doing a ton of meditation to help me get through these treatments, but I'm having a lot of awesome thoughts come to me and different ideas of what to do and how to continue to inspire people and different messages. And there's a guy that I'm talking with back home in hopes of like doing more of a healing center, and so some ideas just keep coming to me, and I love it. And sometimes it's the positive is me, Frank. I know. But I want the AB negative. But I just keep having these awesome ideas, and sometimes I'll forget them because I don't have my notebooks with me or my phone. But I've been trying to do a good job. The other thing I had done today was a hair sample. So that's going to help me with my diet as well. All they did was just take a few pieces of hair, and then it's going to be sent, and they come back and it helps with your nutrition and other stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of awesome ideas keep coming to me, and that's what I asked. I said, is it possible to change for your blood type to change? And the doctor just looked at me like, no. So I don't know. We'll see. It's just, I thought Penn was pretty accurate with their stuff, but I guess, everybody's human, and mistakes are possible. So we shall be confirmed tomorrow, because that will be my third blood type test. I think whatever it shows up, that's going to be the final answer. So yeah, two additional things I think I have. So they do play this video I was saying yesterday, and today, while I was having that UVBI treatment where, they take my blood, oxygenated and, what's the other word? Ultraviolet light, all that stuff, and they give it back and give my blood back to me. While I was falling asleep, and I had that jerk reaction, and then another time there was a video on, and I woke up that's when my body jerked, and when I woke up, the video was on, and at this point it said, when your bones hurt, and my bones have been hurting, my pelvic, my spine, that's where the cancer metastasized to. It says when your bones hurt, it means you're healing. So I am healing, and that was just an amazing message to wake up to. I have been saying for a while that because my back has been hurting a little bit more, that it's just trying to give that last kick until it's completely gone. But I think it is, and I believe what they say, that it means that I'm healing. So that to me was just so great. I did not watch the video to learn a little bit more about emotional recall and all the different energy with different parts of the body. I told you yesterday on my video that I was going to watch a video that they provided to give additional information, and I didn't get a chance to, because it's I'm doing a lot of me time. I'm doing a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of journaling, a lot of thinking, and just a lot of treating myself. So I haven't been watching TV, which I don't usually do anyway, or doing much of videos. So I will get to that and let you guys know. And I did see some messages, but I'm having a hard time on my phone to check my messages. I don't know why, to check my message on my fan page. So I will have to get to a laptop and read that and get back to you. Yes, Denise. There is so much in nature that heals, and I love it. And I try to get out every day when I'm home and hear just the sounds of the ocean. We've been sleeping with the door open, just for the healing benefits of it, and it helps me sleep. So that was my day 4. I feel like I'm getting my energy back, but I was wiped out. So wiped out, people. I was to my nurse that she was going to have to carry me to my treatments. But it felt good. It's something that I think I needed. I am not concerned with any of the questionable parts of my blood results and the ultrasound that I had done, because I know I am healing, and they're doing their best at the center to get this body back to its optimal health. And that is what I'm focusing on. So I appreciate all of your support always. And to me, that message will never get old. So you're going to hear it at the end of every video, because I love each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my videos, to send me messages, to send me questions, to show your support to me. It keeps me going. I love that I am going through this journey for all of you, to help inspire you guys to not fear cancer. And that was a message that Tony, the owner of Hope for Cancer, actually had on his video today, that I heard him say, cancer is not a death sentence. And I've been saying that for so long. And I love it when I hear somebody that has done so much research, whether it's in the energy field or the holistic side of stuff or the medicine side, and they'll make a comment, and it's something that I've been saying for a long time, because I'm not a doctor. I have just gotten into this energy work. I feel like I've always been into energy, but never really looked into it. I just started looking into it in 2014. At the end of the year. So I'm a newbie to all this stuff, and I'm just picking what resonates with me. There's so much information out there. My holistic MD doctor back at home in Philly, I remember him telling me to do the mistletoe shot back in 2014, and it just didn't resonate with me. I don't know. I think it was just more of the having to give myself an injection. So I said no to it, but I've been hearing a ton of people talk about it here. I believe that may have been one of the treatments that Hope for Cancer initially started with. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. I start my immunotherapy next week, so I'm excited for that. And I'm just excited for this journey and this chapter of my life, and sharing it with all of you guys keeps me going and makes me smile, makes me feel good. So I am a bit selfish with it. So thank you so much. And I hope you all have enjoyed your Thursday. I think that's what it is. I'm actually looking to see like what to do on Sunday, because that's my day off. I did receive a recommendation to go to some healing center in Tulum. But I'm looking into it more to just for the logistics of getting there and how much it's involved, and just based on how I feel on Sunday, since I'll have another one of these UVBI treatments. I don't know if that's going to wipe me out on Saturday or what. So I will check back tomorrow and let you know how day 5 goes. Thanks, Frank. Love you so much. How is that jacket that you have? And I still get a kick out of that story. I think I will forever remember that story in New York City in the elevator talking about that jacket from, where was it from? Where was it from? What store? Whatever. I know you're gonna send me a message telling me what it was. See, you're still there. So what store was it? Come on, everybody's waiting. Burlington Coat Factory. Was that it? I'm pretty sure that was it. It was so funny. But it makes me laugh, makes me giggle. So thank you for that everlasting memory. Thank you, Denise. And thank you, Foreman Mills. No, I don't think it was. Maybe. But anyway, thank you all for watching and showing your support, sending me your messages. Keep them coming. And love and light to all. Enjoy your night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.